Well, the room got real quiet because you saw who walked in here. The Honorable Mayor Michael Hancock is joining us this morning. I want to thank you all for being here. My name is Bob McDonald. I'm the Executive Director for the Department of Environmental Health, and I want to thank you for turning out this morning during Public Health Week. This is a great town. Y'all a good-looking crowd, too, I got to tell you. For an event that starts at 8:30 in the morning, y'all pulled it together. You must have got up at 2 or something this morning. I can't do that. If I get up at 2, I look nasty all day. But you guys look good. Where's Kara? We getting pictures of this crowd? Good. All right. Because you're all, I guess it's being sent out, and so you might watch for your picture on social media later this morning. But thank you for being here today. For those of you who don't know much about the Department of Environmental Health, we are Denver's local public health department. And so as you might imagine, as Denver's local public health department, we engage in so many different things that affect the quality of the citizens of Denver and the quality of lives that they lead. We regulate a number of different industries, from where people eat to where they bring their kids to childcare to where they swim. To the conditions of the home that they live in. We regulate what people smell in the air and how much noise they hear. We run the Denver Municipal Shelter, and we do a lot of education on what it means to be a responsible pet owner in the city, so that we have minimal impact on other citizens as we're out and about doing the things that we love to do in Denver. We manage the Denver Medical Examiner's Office. We do a lot of healthy eating, active living initiatives to encourage people to live healthier lives and more active lives. And we work with many partners and other city agencies across the city to lower the department's footprint, if you will. And in fact, this meeting is considered a sustainable meeting. Now you might wonder, what does that mean? So I had to ask somebody this morning, what does that mean? So I had to ask one of our subject matter experts. Of course, I know a little bit about that. I know a lot about that, but not as much as our subject matter experts. So what is a sustainable meeting? Well, we look at things like how much light is in the room that we're going to have an event in, so that we can turn the lights down and use natural light. Where is the event? So that people can use mass transit to get here, or they can walk here. What kind of materials are we using in terms of what's recyclable at your tables? We purchase local foods for this event. So that's all stuff that the Department of Environmental Health does, and much, much more. Public health impact assessments, environmental health impact assessments, just so many things that touch upon the quality of life that citizens in Denver get to live. And you know, we're fortunate. As a part of that work, we get to engage with a lot of great partners across the city, across the metro area, Denver Public Health, so many nonprofit organizations, so many industry organizations and representatives. And many of you are here this morning because you are supporting our mission. You are supporting that goal of making Denver the best place to raise a family, right? So let me start out by thanking all of you for being here this morning. I appreciate that. Before we get started, I want to give a shout out to a few people who evaluated all of the organizations that were nominated for an award today. If you would please stand, if you were one of the evaluators that weren't, but we have, oh, now y'all being modest. I know there's more than that. So, okay, let's add to that. If you were involved in helping coordinate this event, also stand up, if you would, please. And we've got a couple of people, actually, I guess, are already standing. So I want to thank you for helping put this together today. It's my understanding that we might have some city council offices here. Are there city council here? They might be running a little bit late. Anybody from city council or any city officials here with us this morning? Might be running a little bit late, but I'll try and connect with them if they show up a little bit later. So let's get started. I know that you didn't show up to hear me speak today. You want to know who won, right? But I don't get to do that. We're going to have the mayor help us out with that. And so I'd like to introduce the Honorable Mayor Michael Hancock, who's going to walk us through the awards ceremony. Yeah, I think so.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the 2016 Denver Healthy Communities Awards. Now I want you to take stock and note of all the evaluators who stood up, because they're the ones to blame if you don't win today. But I want to thank Bob McDonald and the tremendous team at Denver Environmental Health for hosting these awards. This is a great way to recognize our partners that are dedicated to furthering the city's work in ensuring healthy, livable communities. And so I'm going to ask you if you'll join me in providing a great deal of thank you to the team at Environmental Health. Thank you again, Bob McDonald and the team. You and I live in a great city. Wouldn't you agree? We live in a great city, right? That was my Donald Trump moment. Wouldn't you agree? You live in a great city. I love a great city. I will never do that again, I'm sorry. A little punchy, you know. I gotta tell you, last night, talking about environmental health, we have the Denver Scholars Award, the Denver Mile High Scholars. It's one of the greatest events I do every year. And we honor some 318 young people last night. And I stand there and shake hands with 318 young people. And so the moment that thing ends, I mean, everybody's running. And I mean, all the adults are on stage running to go wash their hands. Nothing against the young people, because we love them. But when you touch hands with 318 people, you just wonder what you're touching the entire time. And some of these kids are so nervous when they get up on their stage. Their hands are wet, and you just feel for them, and you're loving them, and you're hugging them. But it's a wonderful moment, and I gotta tell you, I'm telling you, every year that's the one event I look forward to, because these young people, you think I'm just me, right? And the superintendent thinks she's just her, and the Board of Education member thinks they're just them. But these kids think, oh my God, we're on stage with you. And it's just one of those phenomenal moments to see their eyes get big and to think that this is their moment, and it really is, and we're just honored to do it. But anyway, I digress. Let me get back to where we are. I love kids. Denver has outstanding organizations. We have outstanding organizations and individuals that work hard to promote public health and environmental sustainability. The compliance category is designed to recognize organizations that employ innovative strategies and processes to improve public health or the environment. And so now we go on to the awards for today. Our two finalists are the Early Excellence Program of Denver and Village Inn at 4850. And this is for, again, the compliance category. And the winner, are we going to roll the video? Yes. Okay, roll the video.
Being nominated for an award, it's nice that, I guess, outside people recognize some of the hard work that not only the teachers put in, but the administration puts in on a daily basis.
At Early Excellence, we do many things, but the most important is that we work with children 2.5 to 5 years old and their families, and provide high-quality education.
We have a curriculum that is inclusive for all children.
It's just basically knowing what the children need to learn in order to be well prepared for kindergarten. We work on letter recognition, letter sounds, rhyming, sight words, mathematics, counting, quantity. So we go through a lot of academic, social, and emotional support, how to best solve problems, strategize, what could you have said to get the toy back, things like that, just very supporting them.
We have great leadership here. We have great leadership throughout the whole entire city and state. We really do care about the children, and we want them to succeed in life. We want to make sure when they go to kindergarten, whether it's kindergarten, first grade, second grade, and throughout life, that they're prepared, ready to succeed. Kids coming from Jefferson County, Douglas County, Adams County. But we're going to focus, we're going to get them ready for kindergarten. We're going to help them with those social emotional skills.
We want every single moment in the classroom to be meaningful.
The Early Excellence also provides professional development for teachers, family members, and anyone who is interested in learning more about how to accelerate their personal educational experience. In addition to working with children and families, we also make sure that our teachers are receiving ongoing professional development in-house here at Early Excellence on a weekly basis. And we also provide them outside professional development through higher education.
We want to focus to make sure that those kids are getting the best educational experience that they could possibly receive anywhere else.
We're very proud that they are up for a finalist for the Compliance Award. We're very proud that they've worked hard and that basically they're going to be recognized.
My team and I are compliant with all of the health department regulations, city, state, federal regulations. It means that safety, cleanliness, all the things that the health department checks for to make sure our guests are safe. This is an amazing group of people who take great pride in what they do, and they strive to be the best. I have a kitchen readiness checklist that we use 6 times a day. We walk up and down our cook's line, we temp everything. We check for cleanliness, we check our sanitizer buckets, we make sure that everything is compliant. The hot food is hot, the cold food is cold. We train that to our people.
Many overlapping food safety procedure systems in our restaurants, safe food to our guests. When we hire our team members, they go through a lot of training, and one of them is our safe food handling workbook that reviews the basics of food handling. The goal is to take care of the customer and that everybody works together. The old saying, "Hey, that's not my table," type mentality. We do not have that at Village Inn, or we try not to have that.
This team says, how do we best serve our guest? And that's what they do to get the job done. And it doesn't matter what your job title is, it's about taking care of that guest.
Again, congratulations to the nominees in this category. The winner of the compliance in the compliance category is Early Excellence Program of Denver. Come on up here. Again, thank you very much, Early Excellence. And to Village Inn, congratulations to you as well. And as someone who goes to restaurants often, thank you. Yes, give it up for Village Inn. Absolutely. The Innovation Award is designed to encourage companies and nonprofits that have consistently met or exceeded standards established through best practices and regulations. Our 2 finalists are City Park, Time Bank, and Way and Win. Excuse me.
It's really exciting because the innovation is exactly just coming up with new ideas, doing things differently. It's a lot of what this neighborhood is about now.
We've all heard the phrase, time is money. Well, at City Park Time Bank, your time in trade is worth more than monetary value. City Park Time Bank creates a system that shares and connects people's time and talent in their community.
Guiding principles is reciprocity, and everyone has assets, and everyone is equal. So all work is equal.
The Time Bank is great for Denver neighborhoods. It is something that is helping build the community, it is helping build community resilience, it is helping connect neighborhoods in Denver and bring people together.
City Park Time Bank is an exchange system where folks give and take services and sometimes products. We have a couple of organizations that give and receive services.
I'm a nonprofit, first of all, so that means I don't have a lot of money. And so needing resources for someone to come repair something or help build something, the Time Bank is awesome.
There are a lot of different ways to participate. It can be delivering newsletters, it can be to an individual member, fix window screens, cut branches, so there are a lot of ways. I have personally met people that I wouldn't have met otherwise. So I know that we are getting people interacting who didn't interact before and didn't really know each other. So yeah, lots of people are meeting new people.
You see seniors be able to get active in their community again, and then also with people being able to do things for them.
There are lots of different skill sharings within the time bank. So we've had neighbors cooking casseroles for one another. We've had neighbors giving rides to the airport, or maybe taking an elderly neighbor to the pharmacy to pick something up. The time bank is a great model for bringing the community together.
Being nominated for this award means a lot to Weigh and Win because we've been working in the communities for the last 5 years on the sole premise that we are innovating and changing healthcare for our communities.
This interactive online weight loss program connects Denverites to free educational resources and tools that help them lose weight and live an active, healthy, sustainable lifestyle.
Weigh and Win has essentially brought health to the living rooms of people's homes.
Weigh and Win has over 73,000 participants, and 10,000 of which are actually Denver enrollments.
Once participants are enrolled, they receive push-based health coaching, so that's text messaging, emails, soon to be in-app messaging. And from there they get a weekly grocery shopping list, a daily meal plan, an exercise routine, and they also have access to health coaches. Every day of the week they can give our health coaches an email, a phone call, and they can address their concerns above and beyond their coaching. And that, for a lot of times, is just all a person needs. It's just that education and hand-holding, and not in a clinic setting. It's really truly in the community, partnered with rec centers and libraries, school districts, medical offices, community clinics. So basically anywhere they are in the community can come in there and give participants a program that they could adhere to and turn to 365 days of the year. The Weigh and Win program has over 10 kiosks in the Denver community. They are that one-stop shop for the participants' health. So rather than a nurse practitioner or a provider having to do those screenings, they can check in there, get their full body photo taken, their weight measurement and body mass index, and then from there their coaching is delivered to them so that they can adhere to a lifestyle management program.
We find that the average Denver resident loses about 5.5% of their body weight after the first year in the program.
In the past, we've done a study, a return on investment analysis, to show that every $1 invested in the community program Weigh and Win yields a $3.42 return to the community. That means people are in the community more often, they're active, they're using their services, they're happier individuals, they're attending work and able to work, and so all those things impact the community over time.
The winner of the 2016 Innovation Award is Weigh and Win. Come on up. And once again, to City Park Time Bank, congratulations to you as well. And I understand we have certificates for our runner-ups today, and we'll want to take pictures with them following the ceremony. Okay, thank you very much. The Good Neighbor Award is designed to recognize organizations that have a long-standing commitment to protecting and improving the environment or promoting healthy people. Our two finalists are Chanda Plan Foundation and Walk to Connect. Let's take a look at the video.
This is such an honor to be even nominated for the award, and here we are as finalists within the Good Neighbor category. We're excited to be pioneers in this. That category is so much about the impact that we've had on community.
The Chanda Plan Foundation has been improving the lives of individuals with physical disabilities through integrative therapies for the past 10 years.
We really focus on the acupuncture, massage, and chiropractic
adaptive yoga, adaptive exercise. One of the things that we're really proud of is that currently we're the only organization of its kind that is doing this type of work in not only Denver, but within our nation, where we are giving these services at no cost to the individual. So this is all philanthropic dollars that are paying for these services. There's two programs that we have. One is direct services and one is systemic change. So our systemic change program is really looking at the system as a whole, meaning Medicaid, and what does Medicaid fund and what Medicaid doesn't fund. And so while there are a lot of our services around adaptive exercise and adaptive yoga that Medicaid does not fund, we were very instrumental with legislative sponsors to get a bill passed in '09, which created the spinal cord injury waiver. And what that is that Medicaid is now paying for acupuncture, massage, and chiropractic for a very specific population, and that are individuals with spinal cord injuries within the Denver metro area. And that legislation is really powerful. I think it's powerful in the sense that not only is the Chanda Plan redefining and changing the way that we approach healthcare for people with disabilities, but Medicaid is doing it as well. Medicaid is taking on this responsibility of saying, hey, this population, cost a lot for our state in terms of all of these needs that they deserve and should have, but let's be really innovative about the way that we're doing it.
Nominated feels awesome. I mean, we work so hard to get people out connecting to their very neighborhoods the way we're built to. So it really feels good to be nominated for something that we're working really hard to do.
What began as an experiment grew into an innovative social network connecting people to their community through exercise by walking.
Just became really clear that there's a lot of room to get really creative to connect people by foot. A lot of times we walk through busy intersections, we walk through city and all kinds of areas. So sometimes we're caught off guard because we're not used to moving in groups this way. It's always met with curiosity and you can almost feel an anticipation and interest for people to be a part of it. And that's, for us, we are constantly inviting people in the public realm to participate and get to know what we're doing.
It gets me outside. It makes me slow down. It's therapeutic, it's spiritual, and it is healthy. Jonathan and I went and met with the CDOT pedestrian planner. And so I think we were really the first TMA in the region to introduce walking as a mode of transportation. From there, we developed walking maps. And then from there, we developed a program, a big event called the Northeast Walk Fest, getting people out in the community to start walking. And so our whole mission is to get people out of their cars. When you're driving 35 miles an hour, you're missing your entire community.
We've brought on about 150 walking movement leaders over the last 3.5 years.
Walk to Connect has really touched the soul of people. They've been able to really get people from all ages, all walks of life. We have really introduced our community back to us.
And the winner of the 2016 Good Neighbor Award is Walk to Connect. Once again, let's congratulate Chanda Plan Foundation. Tremendous work. And again, let me thank you all for joining us today, and I want to congratulate all of the finalists. It's exciting to see all the great work that is happening in our community. Congratulations to you all. We'll see you next year, same time, same place. Final comments?
That concludes our ceremony this morning, but for those of you who were runner-ups and are going to receive a certificate, we'd appreciate it if you'd stay back and get a picture with the mayor and I. And finally, once again, I want to thank all of you for being here this morning, all of you who were nominated, whether you received an award or received a certificate in the department's eyes, you are all champions, really. We appreciate what you do to support our mission, to support the mayor's mission, to make this the best city ever. So give yourselves a round of applause. Of course, we want to thank the mayor for being here with us this morning. Thank you, Mayor, for helping us with the ceremony. And you are free to go. Get some food on your way out and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Now that Wayne Win is a winner of the Healthy Community Awards in the Innovation category, we couldn't be more excited. You know, we've been working for the last 5 years in communities throughout Colorado, Denver specifically as well, and just really making change and enabling people to live healthier lifestyles, get active in their community, live active and healthy lifestyles. So we're really excited about it.
So it feels great to be a recipient of the Healthy Communities Award, and it feels it's affirmation for what we're doing. We're working really hard to get people connected to the very streets they live on, to each other, and we're also working hard to help people understand what the pedestrian experience is like. And so how do we connect communities? How do we connect people to each other? How do we connect people to themselves? But also, how do we invite people to understand how to make our transportation corridors safer and more comfortable for walking? So to me, that all points to a healthy community and to a good neighbor, and so we're thrilled. We're thrilled.
Being a winner of the Healthy Community Awards is very special to early excellence, not only because it helps to recognize the importance of early education and keeping our schools healthy and safe for our children and families, but it also helps us to understand the importance of, as a community, how important it is for us to all uphold compliance, policies, and regulations, and making sure that our schools for our children are healthy and safe every day.